since this is the first in a series, I'm going to start a little bit basic, a little bit. And then as we progress in this series, we won't have to repeat this. I do, when we're talking about going from here to there, whatever here is 3D stuff, to there, and wherever there is, that's a whole nother thing. But it's just a simple process going from here to there. I like to do the shamanic journey style, where we use rattles and drums, and I like to go using the lower world, middle world, upper world to meet our guides and angels and our power animals. The lower world and the upper world is where we meet our power animals and our helping spirits. You can meet them in both places. Mainly the lower world is for power animals. The upper world is for your helping spirits, your guides, your angels. The way we get there, we drop down into a cave or a tree root or something to get to the lower world. The upper world, we go up smoke, or we climb a tree and grab onto eagle's wings or talons or some way to get up there. And then the middle world, well, we're here. This is the middle world, and we could just walk out our door and in our mind's eye and see all the elementals, see a lot of trickster energy in the middle world. But this is where we live. So it's good to be here, but it's also good to visit those other worlds. And it's just so that our 3D brain can make a little more sense out of this. Some people, they just go off, and other people, it's good to have this stepping stone to get from here to there. So it's not necessarily a shamanic thing. However, because I use those tools a lot, it can be, but you can make this any way you want. I find I was doing some trance work, and the teacher from England does the exact same thing that I've been doing to drop into trance. And I thought, it's all the same. The shamanic practice is the oldest spiritual practice on the planet, and different indigenous cultures do the exact same thing. And they didn't have cell phones back there. They didn't have any, it was just all mind stuff how they communicated. They communicated through plants, through roots, through grounding. So we're going to dig into that a little bit today. So some of the rules of this, it's quiet versus outside noise. If you hear something from the outside that pulls your attention away, it's whatever it is. We don't need to be upset at it right now. So just like bring it in right now to say there's going to be some outside noises that come in, and it's okay. Tune them out as best we can and refocus on our intention of what we want to do. And today's intention is going to meet with our helping spirits, our helping power animals, maybe meet a new one, and see if they have any messages for us there. And this, I'll get into that a little bit later. Intentions are key in pretty much everything in this practice. To have a clear intention, it sounds so easy, but lately, for me, setting an intention has been, well, that's been easy, but keeping that intention has been really, really hard. A lot of the 3D chatter starts filtering into my brain, and I can't, that takes precedence over the intention. So for me, one of my intentions is to stay more focused, and not let outside influences filter in when I'm doing my meditation and my journey work. So we can all have our different intentions. It's all powerful. It's all good. It's all for us. The other thing with these journeys that I really like, they're designed for us to find our own truth. It's not for us to read about it from some in another book, or hear somebody on YouTube say something of what my truth is. It's for me to go into this space and say, hey, this is kind of what I'm feeling. Is this true? Can you help me understand some of this? And so it's really important to have a conversation when we're inside these journeys. Don't forget to explore and go, oh, well, here comes my power animal. Ask him a question. Are you my power animal? And they may nod, shake their head. It may be a feeling. It may be a sound, anything that gives you some confirmation of yes or no. And if they say no, say, why are you here? We're asking for our power animals. Why'd you show up? Well, maybe you want to take me to my power animal? Ask them, just be curious with this. So that's important, to bring curiosity. Also, so let me come back. So when we're in this altered state, this trance state, if you get an amazing idea and you are like me that tends to forget the idea really, really quick, you can come out a little bit, jot something down in your journal, and I hope everybody has a journal or a piece of paper to jot things down on. Jot it down and then drop back into your intention so you don't forget what that message was. The other thing too, after the journey, there'll be quiet time to write this down, or some people draw this. So here we go. So the intent for one of the things too, that when I first started out doing this work, I could hear a lot of messages. I couldn't see a lot of messages. Some people just know the message. So however we're going to get this information is okay. Don't base our success on somebody else's success. So there's some people in here that they've got movies going on in their heads, full chapters, and you're like, all I got was an image, I think, of a bear giving me a hug. I don't know. That's good enough, right? Just to be in the silence without the chatter is good enough for us these days. And then just allow things to happen. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, I did I did send something out yesterday on the MailChimp thing with the Zoom link and setting up your table, and the power of the other messages that I've been getting was the power of ceremony and ritual. And we are so used to getting information from these days AI. I wasn't really jumping into AI that much, but if you go to Google, it's AI. So we jump on Google and we get our information, and there's no ceremony to it. There's no ritual to it. It's just like, give me that information now. The ceremony and the ritual for me, and this may be different for you, but for me, it brings a little reverence to the information that we're getting. It quiets my mind a little bit. So when I set up my table for this practice that we're going to be in, I have my rattles, I have my crystal, I have my sacred tools that just make me feel good about going to where I'm going to be going. So I think it's important to do that. I think I'm done yakking with this, but I do want to read something. This is really cool. So yesterday we were taking our evening walk with the dog, and they have those little libraries all around where you can, pick up books out of neighborhood libraries. And I'm thinking about this journey class. It's in the back of my mind, back of my awareness. And I'm thinking, I go, okay, we're going to be doing power animals. We've done this before. Is it like, should I change it? Does everybody has their power animals? We all go there. And I'm thinking, okay, I look at this book and my wife opens up the little library and pulls out, oh, now you can't see it. Oh, there we go. This book. Well, I'll just read it. It's the Tatavanium creation story. And I don't know if any of you guys know about the Tatavanian people. Let me see if somebody shakes her head. Oh, Alice, you should know because this is in your hood. This is in your hood, which really surprised me. I'm going, ooh, okay. So I've never heard of them either. But the Tatavanian creation story. This is the people are from a small California tribe north of Los Angeles County. And Tatavanium means people facing the sun. I go, okay. So as I flipped through this thing, it talked about a creation story. And I went, well, let's just read a little bit of the creation story to kind of put us in the mood to meet our power animals. So this is about, we'll just start off with a long, long time ago. There were no people living in Tatavanium territory for thousands and thousands of years. Only the animals and plants lived in this territory. In those days, the animals had a great council, the Tatavanium Council of Animals. This council consisted of bear, eagle, deer, lizard, turtle, raven, spider, and coyote. It was the first meeting of the year, the first day of spring. The council met at a secret cave in the mountains just north of the Santa Clara River. It is known today as Bower Cave. So Bear had just awoken from his winter sleep during his hibernation, and he had a dream. He dreamt of a new creature that stood and walked on his two legs. Bear heard from his cousins who lived way up north that there were creatures the polar bears called people. Bear knew he was dreaming of the Tatavanian people. Bear called the council of animals together to decide what the Tatabanian people would look like and how they survive. So this council created their Tatabanian people. And all of the council, I'm not going to read the whole story, all of the council had ideas of what the Tatabanian people look like. Coyote was the loudest. He was always arguing with somebody. No, the Tatabanian people needs to look like me. It should have ears, it should have a tail. Bear and all the other council tribal members said something different. So we have bear's feet. And then we have different aspects of all of the great council of the Tatabanian people. And it said at the very end, Raven Cawed and Cawed, really loud, says, all of us have our own gift, our own power, our own spirit. We are all teachers. We teach our young how to survive. We teach how to hunt in a good way. We teach how to gather plants in a respectful way. We teach which plants are for food and which are for medicine. I think the Tatabanian people should have the gifts, the powers, and the spirits of us. Some of the Tatabanian spirit will have raven spirit, some bear spirit, some eagle, some lizard spirit, some turtle spirit, some deer spirit, spider spirit, and most importantly, some will have coyote spirit. And the raven continued, the Tatabanian people will be fast, slow, tall, short, fierce, timid, hardworking, intelligent, beautiful, playful, strong, and clever. Clever like me, dude? Asked the coyote. Dude? It was Coyote who started the dude thing. That was in the book. I didn't make that up. So yes, clever like you, Coyote, said the raven. All agreed, even the coyote. So to me, that had so many serendipitous things going on for me. When I was in Shasta, I heard about from this energies of Adama, who is one of the council members in the Telosian Council, the Lemurian Council, that we are all leaders, that we all need to step up and do this. We all need to find joy in doing this. And no matter what our role is, we all have different aspects, different energy, different feelings, and we should embrace all our differences and move forward with this. So with that, I thought that we would move forward in talking to and meeting our power animal. So the first journey is we're going to be dropping down into the lower world. And so the way it's going to work, I'm going to open up sacred space, call in the four directions, call in our helping spirits, our power animals, if we have them already. We may go meet some new ones. And then we will drop into breath work, some quiet time as we walk out of our rooms where we are in our 3D space. And I will guide you through there. With all of these, you can go at your own pace, or you can follow the pace that I set. It doesn't matter. I do want to go to a healing space and then we will drop down into the lower world where we'll meet our new power animal. Okay. So, any questions before I begin as we get comfortable? So we just want to take a couple of deep breaths. You can turn your, you can leave your screens on, your video on, you can leave it off. It's up to you. We just want to get comfortable in our chairs. Take a deep breath. And we want to thank Creator for being here, for allowing us in this space. And we call on the directions. We call on the east, new beginnings, the south of power, the west of healing, and the north of spirituality. We call on condor, jaguar, bear, calf woman. We call on our master teachers, our departed loved ones. We ask them to step close, to be with us. We ask our angels to step in, to guide us in this journey, only of the light, of the highest information. We give thanks to Mother Earth. We give thanks to Father Sky. And we give thanks to ourselves for being here. And as we settle into our chairs, we take a deep breath. We feel ourselves in this 3D room, if we're still here. And we take another deep inhalation and a slower exhalation. And with each series of breaths, we feel lighter. We feel a little brighter. And we know that we are light bodies in this 3D experience. And in our mind's eye, using our imaginations, we lift up out of our bodies, and in our mind's eye, we walk out our door through a mist, and we find ourselves in a cloakroom. And in this cloakroom, there are a series of robes that we can put on. The robe we choose is the robe where we're going to meet our power animal in the lower world. So we take off our egos, we hang them up on a hanger that says to be cleaned. And we slip the robe on for our journey. Pay attention to how it feels, how it looks, how you feel in it. It gives your light body shape. And we walk out of the cloakroom and we find ourselves in a beautiful place in nature. And we start walking down the path. And we pay attention to the path, to how we move on that path. Do we still have feet? Do we have talons? Are we flying over the path? And we pay attention to the hidden folk along the path. The plant beings. The elementals. Maybe they're poking their heads out, laughing, like in The Wizard of Oz. We let our imaginations fly. And we walk down this path, fly down this path, roll, and we come to this space that we've been there before. It's our sacred space. It's a place where we go to get healing. Comfortable, quiet. And we walk into this space to make sure it's all good. Make sure it's clean and ready for us when we want to come back again. And we leave that space and we walk down the path again, over a creek, and we find ourselves underneath a waterfall. And the water drops over us, over our robes. And what's it feel like? What's it made of? And we walk down the path again, and we see a dome with two guardians. This is the healing dome that I have set up for us. I've asked our power animals to be there. I've asked helping spirits, and I've asked a few shamans if they would prepare this dome for us. And as we enter this dome, the guardians acknowledge us. We acknowledge them. And as we walk into this healing dome, we can smell the sage. The light changes. The air is different. There's a glow in this center. And we see an elder tending to the fire, singing a song. And he beckons us to come in, to find our seat, and we know exactly where we sit. We are the council. And the elder puts an herb on the fire, some medicine, and instinctively we know that we are the anchors. We bring power to this sacred space. We are not the power. We add to it our individual skills, our individual speed, our individual thoughts. Together we form that anchor. And the elder shows us a cave. It's a hidden cave in this dome. And he invites us to walk down the cave, into the cave, down into Gaia, if we choose. And down we go. Our eyes get adjusted. Our hands are on a railing as we go down. What's that railing like? What's that support like? Is it wood? Is it crystal? Is it water? Down we go. And there are different exit points that show light. We can drop down each to the one that is calling us. And as we walk out into the light, another beautiful place in nature, we find ourselves walking on another path. And as we walk on this path, we can find a place to stay, to stop. And we call our intention. We ask for our power animal to show up. Maybe an old power animal that has been with us before. And we invite any new power animals for this time in our life, for this part of our journey. We may be struggling with something on the surface that we may need some advice or strength or help or play. Let's just stay here for a while and get used to seeing our power animals, to get used to seeing the hidden folk. And if you need to, you can go back into that pathway and go down to another place to see if your power animal is there. Ask questions. Be curious. I'll be quiet for a while. The intention is to meet your power animal, old or new. Ask them to show you something. Take you someplace. They take you to a place that needs an explanation. Ask them for an explanation. Why did they take you here? With your power animal, notice your robe. Has it changed? You feel in your pocket that you have something to give your power animal, to give to this space. Power animal says, I have something to give you as well. And you exchange energies, exchange gifts. find yourself in the power animal, gently walking back. You say your goodbyes. You can always come here again. And you start back up the path, in through the little cave opening. You start going up the path. Past the doorways. You're meeting other of the tribe, of the council, as they walk up into the healing dome. And you can see the shaman, the elder, greeting us. As we take our seat, our place around the fire, and we talk as shamans telepathically. And share a strength for the community. The elder puts some more herbs on the fire. And the smoke gets thick and rises up through an opening. And we notice one of ours in the council is climbing up the smoke. And the rest of us follow, climbing up the smoke, up, up, into the stars. Feel a pop as we pop through that layer into the upper world. And here we ask to meet a helping spirit, master teacher, departed loved one, guide, in the distance, we see a form coming towards us. And we ask, are you our helping spirit? If there are many spirits helping you, ask for one to give you a message. Ask for one to step close. You may have heard the message before and forgotten it. Maybe something new. The helping spirit would like something from you, a message from you. What is it that you love doing on this planet Earth? What is your joy? What is your happiness? Share that with them. As you say your goodbyes, again, this space is always open. And you see the smoke from the elder's fire, and you climb on down the smoke. And you find yourself by the fire. And the shaman is letting it go out. He thanks us for showing up. We honor him. And we leave the dome, greeting the guards as we exit. Find ourselves back on the path. Under the waterfall, by the stream, back up the path, into the cloakroom where we find our ego is all clean. No judgments. No pain, no hurts that we're holding on to. And we swap out our robe for our egos, lighter, brighter. And we gently walk through that door again into our chairs. We feel ourselves getting heavier in our 3D bodies. Slowly, we feel ourselves. We feel the chairs. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Take your time. And if you need to jot anything down, please do take this time now.